Sticking with publicity for a moment, we've already talked about how obviously there's not a lot of promotional dollars in the small press scene. So from your guys' experience, what are the do's and don'ts of self-promo?
Do try to be creative. When you're reaching out to readers, like social networking is a must. Have an accessible Facebook page. Respond to people politely when they send you questions and things like that. Do send stuff out to book blogs. Do offer to do guest posts. Do offer to be accessible and interview and everything else. When you get a bad review, for the love of all that is holy, do not respond.
Yes.
Take it as constructive criticism and back away. And learn from it for the next book. Not everyone is going to like everything you do.
If I may interject, if you do respond, simply say, thank you for the review. And I recently had somebody who gave me a bad review. I sent that. Not the person who did the review, but the person who ran the site that they were reviewing for, sent me a lovely reply back. And you could read in the subtext, it was, you took it like a professional, I'll deal with you again.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, just don't feed the trolls online.
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
There are so many of them, and if you respond to all of them like it's high school and they like pulled your hair in class or something, it's just going to get 100 times worse, and you're going to look foolish, not them. So everything online, it doesn't go away. Just remember that. Try to behave responsibly and professionally in everything you do for everything that you put out there. And that goes for Twitter, that goes for Facebook, that goes for your websites. Have one. Update it regularly. Make sure that you don't have old stuff on there that's been sitting around for a year and a half about that you're going to be somewhere 2 years ago. Just make sure that it's always fresh, always new, and always out there, and be as approachable as possible and as nice as possible.
I think it's really important to have a professional face on this. And remember, and the worst thing you can also be is become a diva. Anybody not know what that means? Because if you become a diva, then people are going to go, well, I don't want to work with her, I don't want to read her or anything like that. Again, be approachable and be nice and be friendly. I believe in the adage of making friends, not fans. And that's the real key here, is making friends, not fans. And that means not putting your nose in the air and not snubbing people. It means that also don't take the Amazon reviews seriously. They're fan reviews. Everybody has their opinion. The internet allows for everybody to have their opinion and then some. If they give you 1 star and a bad review, so what? There are a lot of blog sites that do reviews. Remember, they're not like largely professional review sites. So again, they're kind of like they're their own version of fan review sites. But some of them have gotten big and have gotten a good reputation. Check them out, suss them out before you send things out. And I would also say that if you can, send out your books to reviewers or get peer reviews from other authors who are well known, because that can help as well. And despite the fact that they may be a New York Times best-selling author, they're going to look at you and you're going to look at them, and it's like we're all in this together. Let's all help each other out. That's from my experience of being in the authors community now for quite a number of years. If we're here to help each other do the best we can and make each other succeed. And if you're not going to have that attitude, you're going to find doors closed in your face.
And I would extend that not just to the author community, but to the other people, such as interviewers. There's a lovely lady, she does the Katie Chats interviews on YouTube. And you build a symbiotic relationship with people like this. And I did an interview with her back when I had Tinker's Plague and Nuki Kubai only out. And just recently I got to do another one for Worlds Apart and War of the Worlds 2030. And the reason that I got that second interview was we built a symbiotic relationship of when I got the notice that my interview went up, I posted it everywhere. And that increased her circulation at the same time as it was giving me exposure. So you try to build the symbiotic relationships across all the lines. And as long as people think that they're getting something back, they will bend over backwards for you. But you've got to be willing to give that something back.
All right, that's my 15 minutes up. Do you guys have any questions for our panelists? If not, I'm going to keep talking.
This segment has been brought to you by War of the Worlds 2030. Human hearts and human minds struggle to survive against the hatred of a distant world of bigotry and despair.